Hi guys, this is Sabine from Zennumerostar.com. This video is about if your manifestation can go wrong, and if it does, how to fix your manifesting skills and ultimately your manifestation. This video was inspired by a few comments I've seen lately, not especially on my channel. I thought I would address this because if not, you may still wonder in a few months' time if your manifestation can go wrong. This video is going to be in two parts. Part number 1 is about 5 reasons why manifestations can go wrong. And in the second part, it's going to be how to fix your manifestation, or should I say your inner state, to get back on track with your manifestation. The two parts are in this video. So let's start. I'll start by asking you the way you felt as you heard about manifesting and how much power you truly had. Most people I ask tell me that first they felt totally elated to know that they could literally create their future by thinking a certain way and feeling a certain way, but then they felt overwhelmed. And they felt overwhelmed for a few reasons. They felt overwhelmed, number 1, because there are a lot of videos out there about manifesting, how to work it out, and so on. But also because when you learn about something, you cannot pretend that you don't know anything about it anymore. What do I mean by that? Well, when you understand that you hold the power to your future, it is tempting to try it out on different things. And if it works, that's great. And usually you're good to go, except that sometimes big manifestations may give you some resistance, and you start wondering if manifesting is real. So number 2, the questioning starts. Is it going to work on big things? Is it okay if I manifest my SP even if he said he didn't want to be with me anymore? Am I still a good person if I go against someone's free will? Does free will apply to me only, as some videos keep saying? Is manifesting against my religion? So as you start having lots of questions, you watch more videos, and then you get contradicting information and you get all confused. You start blaming yourself, trying to be a good person because you feel ashamed to want your SP despite them telling you they don't want to be with you in the first place. You sometimes also mistake manipulation with manifestation. I get you, seriously. It seemed like manipulation for me as well when I started. But when you feel guilty, you need to forgive yourself to allow your manifestation to show up. So that's a bit tricky. Then number 3, there is the issue with the stress generated by the fear that your manifestation could go wrong. And as you stress out, you create resistance. Oh God, nightmare. Because the more you stress about your manifestation, the more painful for you. And of course, you start looking everywhere in your physical reality to check where your manifestation is. Number 4, then there is the issue with a responsibility. Well, it's not a responsibility, and that's where a lot of people get confused about. It is accountability. As you know that you create your future, you feel bad when you don't experience what you want, because you know that your inner state is not a match. So you try to perform a mental diet where you try and catch any negative thoughts, and you drive yourself half crazy in the process. You try to get rid of all your negative emotions, but as you know that you have over 60,000 thoughts a day, imagine that. I mean, how are you supposed to catch every single negative emotion that or thought that you might even have without you realizing it? So then you get stuck and you dwell in negative emotions over everything, starting with you being a lousy manifester. And then number 5, I know myself that I started fearing my thoughts in case I would think about the negative stuff and would create what I didn't want. Because this is quite a biggie. This is the topic of my related blog post, which link you can find in the comment box down below. I think you will have guessed by now that I could have titled this video Why You Wished You Didn't Know About the Law of Assumption and the Power You Have to Create Your Reality. I think that this explanation is important because if you go straight to the root cause of what you did wrong, inevitably you're going to feel guilty and frustrated that you couldn't make it. But I hope that with the 5 reasons I've just mentioned, you now understand that all along you've put far too much importance and stress and intensity on your power. Because yes, as you got to understand the power that is truly yours, thanks to you awakening to the law of assumption, you may have unconsciously started to judge yourself and assess your newly found abilities according to the materialization or not of what you wanted. Basically, from the start, your tracker was fraud. What I mean by that is that if you took that knowledge as if it was a magic wand and expected magic to show up, rather than working to reconcile the astral with the physical, something was wrong. Because ultimately, this is what this is about. I'm afraid to be the bearer of bad news, but you are not God on earth. You are the God of your reality. So let me repeat that one. You are not God on earth, you are the God of your reality. In other words, you don't wave your magic wand and get all you want in an instant. You change your inner state, which in turn will instantly start organizing your desire. That's what it is. So now to the second part. What can you do to fix your manifestations when they go wrong? Well, that's secret number 1, I believe. You don't need to fix your manifestations because this is not within your control. What is within your remit is your control center. And your control center is a mix of your thoughts with your feelings. That's it. Do not try to fix your manifestations, as your manifestations will get fixed only when you fix your inner state and not before. When you try and fix what is already in your face, or if you try and activate something to see movement, you're going against the flow, and it is your ego being in the way. Your power has never been, is not, and will never be your ego. The truth is, it may feel like you're the only one on this journey, but you're forgetting something. Your soul is journeying with you, and that, my lovely manifestors, is more than great. It is absolutely incredible. Your soul is that part of you that is connected to the one consciousness. Your soul is super powerful, but won't move until you make decisions. So as you understand that your soul will connect the dots for you, all you need to work on right now is your self-concept. How do you feel about yourself? Where do you locate yourself in your quantum bubble? What control do you think you have? In the related blog, I will also give you 3 hacks you can use today to start manifesting the correct way when you have experienced the opposite of what you wanted and wished you didn't know anything about the law of assumption. Now, please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you have enjoyed it. As for me, as always, you know that I do believe in you. I know that you can do it. So on that note, happy Halloween and happy manifesting.